Like I bummed everybody
my
out.
stepdad used to take me to the Mile High Flea Market. We'd go to the Mile High Flea Market with like my mom, and it was just fucking acres of people selling shit, and you would see that guy with a truck open with like the weird weapons. Yeah. I think we bought an Everlast punching bag off a guy like that.
Like House of Pain Everlast? Or it's the other two wiggers.
You can punch it and it comes down and goes back up. The sand bottom one.
That's what it's like. It just every time it comes back up. But yeah, you'd find like the weapons things, and you'd be like, "This fucking rules." Looking at swords and shit.
Finally, I can defend myself.
I bought a half heavy bag when I was younger for some reason.
My stepdad, I was like, "Can I buy this? I want a punching bag," and he was like, "Okay." And then he hooked it up with chains on a beam in our basement. But it was a heavy bag, so you'd hit it, and then when it would move, my mom would be like up in the kitchen. She'd be
You're
like,
rocking the house.
Yeah. She'd be like, "Stop doing that." And I was like, "Well, this sucks. I can't even fucking use it."
That's the most pleasing sound as a father, is hearing your son hitting the heavy bag in the basement.
I think my stepdad was just like, "Get your energy out, you little fucking dork."
Yeah. Just fucking tire yourself out so I could plow out your mom.
Yeah.
Wait, is he crying hitting that heavy bag?
I was just hugging him.
I miss my real dad.
I was just hugging it. I put my dad's clothing on it and then hug it.
Sure, I'd love to go to Dave & Buster's.
I'm not mad at you for missing my birthday again. I love you, Dad.
I am getting big muscles.
I thought you were gonna fucking fight.
You're sitting on the couch next to it watching a game. Oh, I know you're gonna take me one day, Pop.
Yeah.
Dan, stop asking the punching bag to sign your report card.
Yeah.
Dan, why are there 4 full beers next to your punching bag?
Hey, Dan, are you Dan, are you?
Your Everlast bag dad is still an alcoholic.
Yeah. He goes, "Hey, Dan, your hair's tousled again. Are you doing it to yourself again?" I'm in the basement with
Tussling your hair.
I'm with my
He goes, "You're doing great, champ."
He goes, "I'm real proud of you, kid."
Thanks, Pop.
Thanks, Dad. That's what moves the chains, is me giving the elbow.
Clang, clang.
Dan, are you down there gently punching your own arm and saying, "Good job, slugger"?
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Dan, 2 more attaboys, and then we got to have dinner. But flea markets rule, dude. That was our thing. Because growing up in the suburbs, we didn't have like.
I went to a flea market in Africa. That's the only time I've ever went to one where I
fun.
felt any kind of good about it.
that
And then we went
Queens?
by one when we went to go meet the porn star Shane at like some sort of risque video or something.
Is there a guy with practice spears?
Yeah. These are for practice only.
Practice bow staff.
I hated it. I had to work at one every weekend.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And there was also a guy, because, people would sell anything. The guy next to us, a few booths down, sold Nazi paraphernalia. And I remember he had a framed Rudolf Hess photo.
Oh,
Like this.
really smiling.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy that you walk by and he's just having his lunch break watching Hitler speeches. He goes, "No, he's fucking killing this one."
Isn't it crazy if you buy Nazi memorabilia, no one is legally allowed to ask you why?
Yeah. You go, why?
Why? Because I want to worship
So
this
was
guy.
his whole thing Nazi memorabilia?
He had some U.S. stuff too, like U.S. military, but the bulk of it seemed to be like Nazi pins.
Yeah, I
But
wish
I'll
they
never
didn't make that
forget
stuff so cool
the frame
looking.
photos, like you would hang it on your wall.
You think they
Those are-
trade Nazi pins? Like at Disney? People wear lanyards and
There's hidden
switch them out.
Hitlers everywhere.
I'll give you this one for the Pluto. Do you think that do you think the guy that sold him had like a framed Goebbels or like
Absolutely.
Mengele? He goes, "That's Joseph Mengele." I'm sorry, who's that? Is that your grandfather that you have framed? You go, "Actually, it's Joseph Mengele."
Did you ever see pictures of Hitler smiling? It's the funniest thing in the world.
No. Hitler,
Hitler smiling is the most rare, funny thing you'll ever
can you
see.
Google Hitler smiling?
Of course.
You're allowed to, yeah. May you guys
May-
please?
Yes, you can.
What do you think made him smile?
Look at that one in the middle.
But his smile, one in the middle, he always looks like he's a little stinker, doesn't he?
got-
He's like, you're gonna find. I made a poop in the room.
He's got his
You're
hand
gonna
in the
find
cookie
it.
jar.
I just gassed a whole bunch of people. I'm such a little stinker.
Yeah, and so they say it's the last chocolate chip cookie, and I
Yeah.
said that's for me.
I said, well, if I'm going to die in this bunker, I'm going to die with a fat ass.
Oh, what a stinker!
Ava Braun was giving me a glass-bottom boat. And I said, "I see your little butthole.
I'm into weird stuff.
I love when you shit on glass on top of me with your little butthole. It makes me smile." Cutesy Hitler. I'm just a cutesy little Hitler.
But that one where he's got his face down.
Yeah. Oh no! That's why his mustache was so small, so where to put his finger.
It was a little stinker.
I've been a bad little boy.
Officer Blitzkrieg. Oopsies. Stinker.
I often wondered where he got this is before the internet.
Yeah.
So you couldn't.
So
just
you gotta
print it
love
out.
Nazis to be
Where
selling
did he get
memorabilia.
like a glossy, perfect Rudolph Hess photo? This was like the photo Rudolph Hess would have taken.
In his rookie
That he
year.
wanted. Yeah, when
It's got fuckface written on the bottom of the sticker.
he was smiling. It was like his best days.
Did it have his average on it?
That is hilarious to have. Also, when you barter back as the owner for Nazi memorabilia, you feel like a piece of shit. Like, I'll give you $20 for that picture, and you go, come on,
It's
man.
worth $35.
That's crazy, man. I'm not parting with this for that. I want to look at this for that much money. I'll just look at it myself the rest of my life and be
$20
happy.
for a Goebbels. Take a walk.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
Goodbye,
I don't think so.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What kind
Joseph.
What kind of-
Joseph. Fucking Goebbels. Do you know this guy's stats?
This guy
All right, then don't
was-
insult me.
This guy was the propaganda.
First
You wanna-
edition holographic Goebbels. $20. Okay. Dude.
Look at the condition
yeah,
this
dude.
card's in. You might as well throw it in the friggin' showers.
I'll give you that. I'll give you 50 for that and a World War I Hitler.
Damn, Rudolph Hess looks like fucking white Anthony Davis.
He looks like he's going werewolf. He looks like one of those wolf people that was on Donahue.
They shaved him down, but they forgot the unibrow. Damn, that's weird.
Pretty cool guy.
Hanging in there.
Was the autograph across
Were
his
you ever?
eyebrows?
Did you ever have a conversation with this guy that owned all this stuff? Where you're like, "Hey, so I'm Jewish."
No.
You go,
you could sell
Shalom.
anything.
Is all of this for sale?
Yeah. Hey, what is Saturday? I'm schwitzing out here. Anyways, the Goebbels. Is that?
I hate to interfere with your lunch, but I noticed you're having a ham and cheese sandwich, and I can tell you some reasons why that's not kosher.
I mean, I'm telling you right now. You're trying to what? You trying to make it 6 million in one? Trying to mix.
Is that
right?
Jewish you're drinking parv?
Was he just like what was the guy? Who was the guy?
What do you mean? Who was
Like was he an
Just a-
old?
Who's the man behind the helmets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he was like at the time he was in his 40s.
That's prime time.
His grandson Cody Goebbels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Max
just had
von
a table.
Sydow.
Like I said, he had like it was all military stuff. So he had his U.S. side, but a Nazi spread.
Well,
Damn.
once you get into like black and white war stuff,
The daggers.
you're
and all-
circling the drain on just Nazi stuff.
Yeah. Everyone goes the Nazi.
Eventually.
You're like,
no,
oh,
I like all historic wars.
No, yeah, no, I got
Nazi
some
one's
Mu-
pretty dope.
I
though.
got some Mussolini stuff.
Yeah.
But you could see, like, I'll give you. Okay, it's a dagger. You want it? All right. I wouldn't get it, but the framed photo, like, what are you doing? Where are you hanging that up?
Well, didn't Lemmy?
Man cave.
Didn't Lemmy have like all the Nazi stuff?
And he had a small apartment.
Are there
too.
any traditional Jewish martial arts weapons? Like
I don't
throwing
think
matzah
so.
or whatever?
The flying complaint.
We've unlocked it.
It's target practice for restaurant complaints.
Hit them with the queasy.
Yeah. I mean, the dreidel could fuck some shit up if you make it big enough and
That's
enough
what we don't know.
sharp ends on it.
It's been a weapon this whole time.
Yeah, it's like the Hellraiser box.
Yeah.
You got butterfly yarmulkes.
I only collect the stuff. I didn't collect the ideas.
Ooh, that's Lemmy saying that.
Yeah, that sounds like lyrics.
Yeah, Ace of Spades. Only collect the Nazi stuff.
Hitler was. Have you ever seen him smile?
It's very silly. Yeah, dude. That a friend that's too into that, you're like, what's going on, bud?
It's bizarre.
It's
Well, I told you, that story from my ex, not my ex-girlfriend, but the girl I lost my virginity to.
oh yeah, her dad.
Her when she moved back home with her parents, and I would go fuck her there. Yeah, sure. Her dad was like, he had like remember the flag they took down at the end of American History X in the room? He had that up.
Damn, that's got to be juicy
Living room.
pussy.
Living room.
Dude,
The living
I
room?
really in the living room.
Bro.
All my life, right over the fireplace.
Brother,
Yeah.
that's Vicky
What a-
Valancourt pussy there.
What a statement piece.
My goodness.
No, did I tell you when I would tell my mom this? I was like, yeah, I know what you're saying, and I got to listen to a lot of his bullshit. Like he just didn't know 'cause my last name. He didn't know I was Jewish, so he just talked to me like I wasn't, and complained about Jews.
and this
a
is
lot.
also before the internet, so he was hitting you with some real.
Like right at the beginning. No, no.
But
right. It
all
was
his
before.
stuff
No, it
was
was before the internet
bookstores.
for sure. It was like '94.
Yeah, it's like bookstore racism, where he's coming with some stuff where he's like, I had to go to a.
Oh, he had
to go to that fucking flea market to pick up those.
He
books.
was doing stuff to like rats in cages in his basement.
Oh my God.
There's a
What?
thing-
Like
yeah,
what?
dude. I don't know. It was
Putting little
weird stuff.
Nazi uniforms on them.
Eats the mouse.
Yeah.
No, I thought like my justice was he did not know, nor did I'm sure he want a Jew is upstairs plowing his daughter to the Forrest Gump soundtrack while he sits downstairs and
Can I
looks at,
say
like,
this?
he had like a Jew skull. One of his things, he had was like a Jew skull with like a knife hole in it. It was crazy. And I would just go, hey, I'm gonna go pound your daughter out.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Well, that was the girl also. She would make me, I went to go through a lot. This is definitely the girl I lost my virginity to, because the hoops I say that I wouldn't jump through now for pussy at all, what I was doing then, not only did I have to deal with her dad's Nazi stuff and then go upstairs like, well, good, I'm going to go, this Jew's about to go plow your daughter. After she makes me put her pet iguana on me for a while,
Damn.
I had to deal with that.
Damn.
I would just sit like this, like I'd be frozen. I couldn't move. If I thought if I moved, it would move. And if I felt its little arms go like up my body, I'd scream like a girl.
You're like Hercules for pussy.
What was worse, the iguana or her dad's necklace of Jew ears?
The iguana, dude, it was on me.
Did you feel like the iguana was anti-Semitic at all?
He knew.
He goes, that iguana can smell Jew. Put him on Jay.
That'd be funny if next time I see the iguana on the dad's shoulder, he whispers in the ear, and the dad goes, "What?
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
he goes, "Are you Jewish?" He goes, "What? Where'd you hear that?"
The iguana? Did you rat me out, you fucking lizard?
He holds a little piece of food up to its mouth.
Get the
Good
bites me
boy.
with the mouse.
Jen, it's time to feed Adolf Lizard.
He had,
Fuck, it's molting. Grab a Jew skull and clean that up.
he looked like one of those guys. So he looked like he had his teeth were very like out and pronounced. The guy, you know what I mean, like that kind of guy, just like a sucked, very like sort of emaciated, like thin himself, and like very like serious face.
If you got a fucked up head, you almost have to be hateful.
Yeah, that's what it was. He had a hateful head, but yeah, she was like a Grateful Dead hippie chick. It was so funny how like different she was. But the casual.
Weird just to think of her eating dinner casually under a Nazi flag.
I ate dinner casually under Nazi flag several times at her house. I would but the first time I went there, that's when I was so blown away by was her not thinking to mention until I pulled up outside. And she runs out to the car. She goes, "I totally forgot you were Jewish." And by the way, if I wasn't Jewish, this is still something you're walking into.
Dude, so
She was like, "Oh, I think I have to tell all my Jewish and black friends. Like, you got to warn 100% of your people who come over here.
Yeah.
And maybe I would not even bring them around because some of them aren't going to go, you don't believe any of this stuff, but you're living here with a Nazi flag."
Everyone's parents are kind of annoying, though. I get where she's coming from. I get it. My dad's got like NASCAR stuff up, you know.
How comfy was the couch, though?
I don't remember. But I remember just like sitting in their kitchen like many times.
And him just going off.
Dude, I went to Great Adventure with them.
You watched a Nazi get pumped over a roller coaster?
Yeah.
You went, oh, it's scary. Not as scary as the Jews take
But the
over.
problem is anything around him that cost money, there was a comment coming about the Jews doing this.
Really, you'd be like, well, you really got me. You really Jewing me on this one, huh?
The example I
And
used
then he
on it
looked
was
at you
a
and he go,
pizza.
how good is that joke?
He was like $18 for a pizza. Fucking Jews own everything and then drive all the prices up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
They gentrified Six Flags Great Adventure, dude.
I'm
They
just
bought up
gonna-
all the property.
I'm just going to chew through these couple slices of pepperoni and then I'm going to go outstairs and do Jewish things to your daughter.
When he was about to go down the hill on the roller coaster, did he just put one arm up?
See? That is fucking.
When you
That
bro-
is tragic, though, because he could have activated your superpower and had you complain about the prices for him.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Yeah, why do you know we could have worked together? We both don't like those prices. Yeah, that's pretty fucking wild.